Okay, so let's talk about something that has everybody online raising their eyebrows right now. Blue Ivy. Yep, Beyonce's daughter. The internet is lit up with wild rumors after a supposed former surgeon of Beyonce dropped some serious claims. The streets are saying this doctor exposed a whole list of alleged cosmetic procedures tied to Blue Ivy. And no, not just surgeries that may have happened, but future ones too. Like there's apparently a plan in place. Now, before y'all roll your eyes and call it just another celebrity gossip moment, you need to understand how deep this actually goes. Blue Ivy hasn't just been in the public eye, she's been under it, microscoped, scrutinized, compared to her mother, compared to her father. It's like she never even had a chance to just be a normal kid. From the moment she was born, people started commenting on her features like she was some kind of fashion rollout. Her hair, her nose, her skin tone, everything was picked apart. And while some fans were out here saying she looked just like a little queen, others weren't so kind. You had grown adults talking reckless about a toddler. Remember when Saucy Santana had the audacity to tweet that mess about her being nappy-headed and even compared her unfavorably to Northwest? That wasn't even shade, that was straight up disrespect. But the backlash didn't seem to stop the obsession. In fact, it just shifted over time. As Blue got older and started showing up at events, sometimes looking stylish, sometimes looking just like, well, a kid, people kept making those side-by-side comparisons. Jay-Z's face became the punchline, and Blue, she became the meme. Not for anything she said or did, but just for existing with the wrong set of features in the eyes of social media. And here's where it gets even messier. Rumors started popping up that Beyonce wasn't just aware of all this noise, but that she might have been trying to fix it. Blind items started floating around gossip blogs claiming that Blue Ivy was being prepped for surgeries, not in the future, but as part of a strategy to shape her into the face of the next Carter legacy. Supposedly, the surgeon involved in these claims didn't just spill about one minor procedure, he allegedly revealed a list of enhancements, starting with tweaks to soften her features. Word is, there's been pressure from within the family to make her resemble Beyonce more and Jay-Z less. And allegedly that pressure isn't just coming from B herself. Tina Knowles, the grandma, is reportedly also frustrated that Blue didn't inherit more of her daughter's looks. That's right. Behind the scenes, there are claims that Tina and Bey's glam team have been working overtime to manage Blue's image, choosing certain hairstyles, specific lighting, and heavy makeup, all with one goal: to distance her visually from her father. The goal? Make her the perfect successor to Beyonce's brand. Let's all eat it. Because let's face it, the Carter family isn't just a family, it's a billion-dollar empire, and every public move is calculated like a business decision. So now we've got this disturbing idea floating around that a 13-year-old might already be under pressure to upgrade her face to fit the dynasty's aesthetic. And whether or not any surgeries have actually taken place yet, the fact that this kind of strategy is even being talked about is straight up unsettling. It makes you wonder how much of Blue's identity is being shaped by her own choices and how much is being molded to protect the image her family has built. Here's the thing about Hollywood, nobody's really shocked when these kinds of stories come out. We've seen it time and time again. Child stars getting thrown into the spotlight, molded and curated before they even know who they are. But what makes this whole Blue Ivy situation hit harder is that she didn't even sign up for this. She was born into it. And being born into Beyonce's orbit means there's no such thing as a low profile. From red carpets to Grammy stages, Blue's been positioned as more than just a celebrity kid. She's a brand extension. When you look at the way she's styled, the way she performs, the way she's placed front and center at major events, it's clear she's being groomed for something much bigger than childhood. And while some might say she's just a lucky kid living a dream life, others see something way more calculated. Insiders say there's a full-on image roadmap being developed. Not just public appearances and fashion choices, but long-term aesthetic adjustment, the type of plan that quietly shifts someone's look over time so nobody really notices. That way, if a nose job does happen at 16, folks will just chalk it up to puberty, strategic glow-up, natural maturity. But the rumors suggest it's anything but natural. And behind all of this, Allegedly, a whole glam team is being directed to make Blue more marketable. One source even claimed that her look is being fine-tuned to match Beyonce's old Destiny's Child era styling so that when she steps out on her own one day, the public immediately sees young Beyonce and not Jay-Z's daughter. That's not just personal preference, that's branding. That's legacy planning. And people are starting to question whether this is actually about Blue at all, or if it's about how the world sees Beyonce. Because let's be real, Beyonce has always been held to a ridiculous beauty standard herself. Straight hair, golden skin, flawless features. There's a reason she rarely steps out looking anything less than perfect. And that perfection has come at a cost. Over the years, critics have pointed out how Beyonce's image seems to lean into Eurocentric beauty ideals. Her lighter complexion, the blonde hair, the narrow nose contouring, it's all been dissected. And whether intentional or not, that curated image has become a sort of template. So now, the pressure isn't just on Beyonce to maintain that look, it's allegedly falling on Blue to inherit it. It's even reached the point where gossip sites are saying Blue started wearing makeup regularly, not for fun, but as part of that ongoing transformation. Makeup artists are reportedly told to contour her face a certain way, minimize any resemblance to Jay-Z, and highlight any feature that aligns with her mom. Basically, reverse engineer Beyonce's face on a teenager. And the sad part is, Blue Ivy is apparently very aware of it all. People close to the family say she reads the comments, she sees the memes, she knows what people are saying about her nose, her hair, her face, and that kind of awareness at such a young age, that doesn't build confidence. It chips away at it. So now we've got a 13-year-old girl growing up under global surveillance, dealing with the weight of an entire empire's expectations. It's not just about looking good for the camera. It's about becoming the face of a billion-dollar legacy, whether she's ready or not. A lot of people have started pushing back against the whole narrative. Fans, activists, and even fellow celebrities are beginning to call out the toxic obsession with celebrity kids' appearances, especially when it's rooted in adult insecurities projected onto a child. There's been a growing chorus of voices saying, let her be a kid, because, let's be honest, this industry has a track record of chewing up young girls and spitting them out the second they stop fitting the mold. Even Tokyo Toni jumped into the mix, and when she's calling you out, you know it's getting wild. She went off about how kids like Blue Ivy shouldn't be performing grown routines in full glam at 13, talking about how kids should be talking about things like mental health and youth empowerment, not walking red carpets with a full face beat and industry pressure on their backs. And whether people agree with her tone or not, the message hit: Blue is still a kid. A very visible one, but still a kid. But here's the deeper problem. This isn't just about Blue, it's about a system. A machine that's been grooming children of celebrities for decades, turning them into polished extensions of their parents' brands. Every move is PR, every appearance is strategy, and every insecurity is monetized. It's a cycle that starts with commentary, escalates into branding decisions, and ends with literal surgeries justified by future career potential. Take Bella Hadid, for example. She got her nose done at 14. You think that was her idea? That's not a glow-up, that's someone convincing you your natural face doesn't work in a business where being perfect is the price of admission. And when you look at Blue Ivy's trajectory, it's hard not to wonder if she's next in line for the same treatment, because the rumors are getting louder. Blind items, anonymous insiders, and social media gossip are all pointing to one conclusion. There's allegedly already been consultations, whispers of rhinoplasty when she's old enough, subtle filler when the time is right, and skin treatments already in motion, all to quietly guide her into an idealized version of herself, one that aligns with the expectations forced onto her from day one. And the saddest part? The reason all this is happening isn't even because she needs it. It's because the public has refused to accept her as she is. People made her the punchline for looking like her dad. They told her, indirectly and directly, that unless she morphs into Beyonce too, she's not enough. That kind of pressure breaks people. It doesn't build icons, it builds resentment, confusion, and insecurity. But what if she doesn't want to be the next Beyonce? What if she doesn't want the spotlight, the red carpets, the comparisons, or the surgeries? Nobody's asking what Blue Ivy wants. They're too busy planning her image rollout, her endorsements, her stage outfits, her transformation. There's still time for things to shift, for her to grow up with support instead of judgment, for her mom, her grandma, her glam squad, hell, even the fans, to step back and let her figure herself out on her own terms. Because no 13-year-old should be molded into a legacy product before she even gets to decide who she is. At the end of the day, Blue Ivy's not a brand, she's a person. And if we can't protect kids like her from the pressures of fame and beauty culture, then maybe we don't deserve to celebrate their wins when they finally make it through.